Hey, what's up guys? I'm here bringing you the violence in this latest video where today I really don't have much interesting to talk about. So, well, actually I do have some stuff I could talk about. I actually got a very nice clever dragon and distant star from the Iron Banner last week. But instead of talking about that, I wanted to focus on something that was coming up in the future, not something from the past. That being said, everyone knows the hard raid is coming out soon and I need to get my ass ready for that. As you can see, my light level is stuck at 374 for my Titan and I would really like to get myself up to 380. So this video is a combination of methods that, you know, the most common methods that anyone can actually do to get themselves ready for the hard raid so that they can raid with their friends, you know, when it comes out on, when is it, Friday? I think it's Friday. So the first thing that a lot of YouTubers have recommended was to level up your factions, and one of the ways to do that is to trade in heavy ammo synthesis. Now what my plan is to do is to use all the glimmer and ether seeds that I have, and I have a lot of them and I'm quite sure a lot of you guys out there have them too. So I'm going to use them and trade them in for heavy ammo synthesis from Varix. I think the max I can get from him at this time is 100, but there's no worry, I actually have more materials that can actually give me more glimmer. It's actually better for me to buy from Varix than from Zer because Varix takes materials that I have in Bounty, which is glimmer and ether seeds, while Zer takes strange coins. And because as of lately he's been selling, you know, exotic engrams, which is pretty good, you can actually save your strange coins for that moment for Friday, and when Zer rolls around you can buy as many exotic engrams as you need to actually level up your gear, you know, use them as infusion fuel. At least that's what I've been doing for the duplicates, and then whatever's leave over you save it for strange coins. So anyway, yeah, once you've bought as many, you know, heavy ammo synthesis stacks as you can, you transfer them over to your highest light level character, in this case being my warlock. And then I will visit my faction, which is, you know, the Future War Cult, which has some pretty decent weapons. I've also noticed that you can actually donate crafting materials to, you know, level up your factions, but I haven't seen any of them taking spin metal yet, which I don't understand because I really wish they could take some of the spin metal that I have off of me. I have about, like, I think 800 spin metal stacks. Oh no, sorry, I have 8 spin metal stacks of 200, right? So yeah, that's a lot of spin metal. I don't understand why they won't take it to this point. But hey, that's something to look out for in the future, right? At this point in time, just use the heavy ammo synthesis and use that to level up your factions and you should be Gucci. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, it actually takes about 100 heavy ammo synthesis to get ranked up in a faction, so keep that in mind. Oh, look at that. I got a really nice The Wounded. Let me see. 378. Oh, that's some nice perks. So it's got full auto, explosive rounds, triple tap, crowd control, and perfect balance. Whoa, that's actually a pretty good roll. So as you guys can see, you know, leveling up your factions does pay off. You actually get some pretty decent weapons, especially from Future War Cult. Isn't it strange? The color scheme might look ugly as hell, but damn, they have some pretty good weapons, don't they? Now another method that a lot of people have spoken about is to farm exotic engrams from the Iron Tomb, which is the last, you know, mission from the Rise of Iron questline. So what you would do is pop a 3 of coins, proceed through the mission up until the very end where you fight the 3 Iron Lords who are corrupted by the Siva, kill 2 of them, and then kill yourself over and over. And keep doing that and eventually you'll get an exotic engram, like I just did. Oh, piece of candy. You can actually do this by yourself if you want to go solo, but doing it with a friend actually helps make it go by faster. And when you're full on exotic engrams, you can just go back to the tower, leave your friend in there by himself doing his own thing, and, you know, clear out your postmaster, do what you want to do what you have to do, and then run back without actually having to start the mission over. When you're done farming or, you know, finished using up all of your 3 of coins, I would suggest transferring all of your exotic engrams over to your highest light level character, and then from there go to, you know, the Cryptarch and have him decrypted, which would give you some higher light level exotics which you can use for infusion fuel like I suggested before with Zer, or if not, then you can keep them and just use them. The most popular way of getting gear is to do the new raid, the Wrath of the Machine, which can give you gear from between 365 to 387, I believe. However, doing this at a low light level doesn't benefit you that much. You'll get gear at the same light level that you are or slightly higher, and because you can only do this once a week, you'll be handicapping your weekly drops with a lower light level than if you went in at the highest level possible. So I would definitely recommend grinding strikes for skeleton keys, opening chests and getting higher loot gear, doing the nightfall, farming everything, do everything before you do the raid. Save the raid for a later day in the week. That way you can get the highest possible gear and prepare yourself more adequately for the hard raid. And even more so for the hard raid, you don't need to rush to do it really. Unless you're like one of those guys that strive to be world's first, then most likely, yeah, you'll do that. But if you want to do the raid as best as possible and have a team that is more competent and capable of tackling the damage that's going to be outputted by the enemies, then just, you know, increase your light level, wait until it's been done by other people, the new strategies have been refined. That way when you go in, your teammates can better prepare you for the hard raid. Honestly, I wish I had learned that from, you know, Rise of Iron came out, because literally I rushed to get to 365 and then rushed to do the raid, and then it did not go smoothly at all. None of my teammates really knew what they were doing, even though they had watched strategies, and it took us hours. And literally all I had to say was, hey, let me just do some other things. Let me do Iron Banner, let me do some Nightfalls, let me grind Siva heroic strikes. And after getting to 370, my teammates, the guys that I usually raid with, said, hey Violence, we have this thing perfected now, you can run with us. And well, you know, they always wanted me to run with them, but you know, I was more comfortable waiting for a proper strategy to, you know, have been created. I mean, without, you know, doing the research, who would have known that swords would have been so super effective against axes? And I'm serious, guys, swords are literally the bee's knees against axes. And yeah, I know I'm going to be a little behind, because when my friends rush in to do the hard raid and they actually successfully completed, they're going to be closer to 400 than I am. But realistically, it's not a race. I mean, the better geared my team is the better capable of them being able to assist me, if the English sounds, you know, legible to you guys. I promise you, English is my native tongue, but I just really suck at it. Lastly, the most effective but tedious way to level up, for me at least, is by doing PvP. You know, participating in Trials of Osiris, doing your regular Crucible missions and stuff. That actually gets you really high level gear. Now you could run the weekly Crucible playlist like Mayhem Rumble or Infernal Clash for a better chance of getting gear, but the best way of getting guaranteed loot that will boost your light level is to run Trials of Osiris. And I know it's not really my cup of tea, because I prefer my PvP without sweaty tryhards, and I know a lot of people think the same. But the truth is, if you want to get your light level up as quickly as possible, then you don't have much choice really. Suck it up, find a good team that will help you get gold packages, and just do the thing. Oh yeah, and since gold packages now refresh daily, it's a good idea to pick them up and get them done as often as possible while Trials of Osiris is active. Even if you don't plan on getting out sweaty for the lighthouse, you should still do it. And I can't wait for the next Iron Banner to come around, because Iron Banner is actually my favorite PvP mode. It's a lot more chill, and as of lately, it's had some really good drop rates. I don't know a single person that didn't rank up at least 5 light levels before it was done, because almost every other round had rewarded us with some pretty good gear that was, you know, good infusion fuel. And whenever we completed a quest, we got more gear that was also pretty good. So yeah, those are the things that I've been doing to get my light level up and ready for the hard raid update. Right now I'm sitting at 382 for all of my characters, and I figure that a good chunk of Guardians out there have already hit 385 and above and are ready for the hard raid from day one. But for those of you who haven't gotten there yet, keep trying. And if you've watched this video, I hope it helps you in some way, or at least encourages you to keep at it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, then hit that thumbs up button, share it, subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you got something to say, then leave a comment below or on my Facebook or Twitter page. And until next time, stay legendary, Guardians.